take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my...
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014. As you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. Check 52. Value 3.
On 1st down, it's gone. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. Right side complete. That's Woods. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 48 yards. 1st and goal. A good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run here with Akers. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Intended for Gerald Everett.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. This is Hunt. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
27, Kareem.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
26
Out of the gun. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Is 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Gone. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On the return is Pettis. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Their own 38-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
41-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
And the Rams first down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Rams 3, 49ers nothing.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. There's Goff. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics from them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
5-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. Kittle catching the slant. And he gets it down to the 32. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At the Rams' 32-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 25. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
'49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They're going to look to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Airing it out deep for Woods. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Rams' 18-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The LA defense defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Niners 7, Rams 6. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Complete to
the Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Goff's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Winds up and lets it go. He's got a man. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback.
If you know about the carport, the trapdoor supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
The pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it here with Hunt. On the stop was Aaron Donald. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Mike, check, 59. Check three. Slam.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
8-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Third down and goal to go.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
One set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
7 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Gone. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run again with Hunt. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more caught? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Hunt. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First down, Rams.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Gerald Everett.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Goff. They'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Makes it third.
The Niners on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. He's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Flashed the stick skills but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside. That's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Final score, Niners.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice